Like father, like son, on Wednesday, Terry Irwin reposted to her Instagram story from her son, Robert Irwin, a side-by-side photo of Robert posing in the same position as her late husband and his father, Steve Irwin. In the photos posted to Robert's photography Instagram on August 18th, he shared an old picture of the wildlife conservationist sitting in the dirt and holding his hand up to a wild crocodile's footprint. And in the second pic, Robert recreated the photo, and the pair looked like the spitting image of each other. Since the early days when Dad was catching wild crocs, finding the signs of where they've been is the most important skill. My dad was the greatest in the world when it came to tracking these elusive creatures. Proud to continue his legacy, the 19-year-old zookeeper captioned the sweet post. Terry made her debut to Instagram on August 26th. Throughout the week, the 59-year-old conservationist has posted throwback pics of she and Steve, her two children, Robert and daughter Bindi, and her granddaughter, Grace. Terry also posted about how she continues to do her late husband's research every day since his death, and will continue to do so for the rest of her life. Penning in a post on August 29th, I am honored to be continuing Steve's important crocodile research work. This is now the longest-running telemetry study ever conducted. These spectacular saurians deserve our respect and protection. Access Hollywood caught up with Terry, Robert, Bindi, and her husband Chandler at the annual Steve Irwin Gala Dinner in May, and they reflected on the importance of the event and continuing Steve's work.
Well, it's an honor to be in your presence. When I see you guys, it's instant joy. So thank you for always bringing joy to us every single day. But what amazing event this is, and what does it mean to you when all these people come together to continue Steve's legacy?
Wow, it's overwhelming. It gives me real hope for the future. It makes me so proud of all the work that Steve did and so determined to continue it, because he always said, I don't care if anyone remembers me as long as they remember my message. So all these people are here tonight honoring Steve, honoring his work, and continuing it, which is the main thing. So whether it's our international conservation projects, supporting people in the field, whether it's our Sumatran tiger team protecting the tigers, or the black mambas in South Africa who are all-female anti-poaching unit, all these people are doing such valuable work, and keeping them going is important as well. So that's what tonight's doing. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Steve has impacted so many people. What's something that he said or did that has made the most impact on each of you guys?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up watching Steve in Florida, I just admired how much he loved apex predators and how he wanted people to understand those animals that weren't stereotypically those animals everyone gravitated to. Like crocodiles are probably the most important species in the ecosystem, because without crocodiles, they'd be overrun with catfish and we'd lose balance within the ecosystem. So apex predators, whether it's eagles, crocodiles, alligators, you name it, they're the most important species and what we have to embrace.
Yes, absolutely. And congrats, because you have your crocodile license or something, right?
Yes, it was one of the biggest. Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. Well done. Yes, it's one of the biggest honors in my entire life. I mean, I have the best teachers in the world when it comes to everything in life, but also specifically crocodiles. I mean, growing up in Florida, alligator is my favorite animal on planet Earth. So obviously I gravitate towards crocodilians at Australia Zoo, and it's so exciting. I got signed off on every crocodile in the zoo, and it's a huge honor for me. And I'm so excited to continue on the next generation of bringing crocodiles into people's lives through exciting education at Australia Zoo.
Oh, I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how about you? And I love your necklace. It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. My beautiful mum got this necklace many years ago from our dear friend, and it is so special to be able to have Dad with us with every part of this night. And I feel like his legacy and his spirit really lives on in the work through Wildlife Warriors, and to be able to carry on his mission is such an incredible honor, and I'm so excited for tonight and to be here together as a family. It really does mean the world. And have you here? Thank you.
Oh, you know, I love you guys. and what about you? What is the most impactful thing that Steve has said to you or done in
I think just being around Steve, the most important thing to Steve was having fun. Everything should be fun. So when you see nature and you're out in the natural world, have a good time. Stop and revel at the giant trees and the beautiful wildlife and just have a good time. And when you walk around, you see people caught up in their everyday life, they need to go hug a koala immediately. That's what's so healing to us as a family. And I think that just get back to nature, follow Steve's advice, and you will heal. It's a very healing way to live.
Oh, for me, it's so hard to pin just one thing down. When you're looking at someone who was, like we always say, he's a superhero and a hurricane, you know, just an absolute force of nature. But I think what he exemplified is creating a legacy. And that's something I think about every day, is legacy, is not only what you can do to honor Dad's legacy, but how do you create your own as well, you know, like, and I think that every single person can do that within our own lives. And I love that he led with that example, that even though he was one person, Mum was one person, when they came together, that team created a legacy that's continued on for decades and will continue on for as long as Bindi and I draw breath, and Chandler and Grace, and now all the new team members, you know, all the new family members that are coming on board. Isn't it incredible? One person created all of that. And one person continues all of that. And I think that is a pretty amazing thing to live by. We all have the power to do that.